EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Watch the out. Watch the out.
On first down, Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On second down, it's Coleman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that ball is going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
47. Here go 46. 26.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Forced out to his left, and not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing. Prescott got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good hit.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to roam now. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. He goes 91 yards on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effect.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D Ford, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. This is Elliott. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustment, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here we go. 180. Lock. Here we go.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
No. 12.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in after 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athlete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Completes it to Coleman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 58 yards.
Here we go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Garoppolo again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second down now, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry by Elliott. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back and forth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Caught by Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To the air again, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Prescott. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now completes it to Jason Witten. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Prescott and the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up.
Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Garoppolo to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
21, 21. 6, pull it high. 21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, it's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11.
On 1st down, it's Coleman, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now Prescott. And he's got some space here. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They're not ready for this, man.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. The 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here first and 10. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead. On second and 9, Prescott.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And that will write a finish to this ball game.